The draft text we had in front of us today is the result of a common conviction by the 10 elected members, the E10, that this Council can no longer stand idle in the face of such uncontrolled violence, disregard for international law, including IHL, and a man-made humanitarian catastrophe. We sincerely thank Guyana for diligently coordinating the initiative. Let us be clear. The text we had in front of us today was by no means a maximalist one. It represented the bare minimum of what is needed to begin to address the desperate situation on the ground. It was a genuine effort to bring the Council to speak with one voice on a conflict that risks dragging the entire region over the precipice. It is deeply regretted that, due to the use of the veto, this Council has once again failed to uphold its responsibility to maintain international peace and security. President, as the region continues to descend into further violence, civilians across all sides continue to endure unimaginable suffering. In North Gaza, hungry Palestinian mothers trudge through a destroyed landscape, seeking food and medicine for their malnourished children, while airstrikes and hostilities continue to decimate their land and people. Innocent civilians have been held hostage in squalor by Hamas and other armed groups for over a year. Lebanese and Israeli families along both sides of the Blue Line and beyond have been forcibly displaced and their homes and communities from their homes and communities in an effort to seek safety. These are the consequences of the ongoing failure to secure a peaceful solution to this conflict. The draft resolution would have finally made a clear demand for an immediate, unconditional and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. It would have demanded that the humanitarian needs of Palestinians in Gaza are urgently met, including for civilians in besieged North Gaza. It would have demanded the immediate and unconditional release of hostages. It would also have sought to call on all parties to enable UNRWA to carry out its mandate as adopted by the General Assembly in the face of grave threats emanating from the recently adopted legislation in Israel. Faced with this Council's failure to adopt a resolution which clearly speaks to these demands, Malta stresses that the parties to the conflict are fully obligated to comply and immediately and effectively implement the relevant existing Council resolutions and the orders of the ICJ. We unequivocally stress that international law, including international humanitarian law and international human rights law, must be respected by all parties. Despite our disappointment due to the result of today's vote, we must not give up. On the contrary, we must redouble our efforts to keep pushing for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. The time has come to bring an end to this extraordinary suffering, to restore hope, to give peace a chance. A peace based on a two-state solution in accordance with Security Council resolutions and internationally agreed parameters. Thank you.